Zeppole. Zeppole is an Italian dish. I think I'm gonna be doing an Italian series. I'm not Italian, but I do love Italian cuisine. And today we're gonna make Zeppole. I'm gonna make it as simple and basic as possible. You can do Zeppole with cherries on top. You can do it with pistachio butter, Nutella, vanilla. You can put anything you want in there, you know. But today we're just gonna do a simple but delicious vanilla Zeppole. This is my kitchen, and welcome. We're gonna cook dessert. It's dessert time. So I have a pot of vegetable oil warming up to 350, and we're gonna start by making the dough. So I'm gonna turn this on, and in this pot, it's like the base for me, it's like a pâte à choux, that French pâte à choux, which is usually they do it with water, but my Zeppole recipe, I'm gonna do it with milk, equal parts of milk and flour, but we're gonna melt the butter first within the milk. So let's turn it on. You know, a little bit of heat is gonna help it melt, obviously. All right. So Zeppole is something I feel like you could do it in advance, but you won't get that same freshness, that same crunchiness from the dough itself, that crisp to it. It's not very crunchy, but it's crisp. And I feel like it's so easy to do that dough that, you know, when you make it à la minute, as we say in French, which is on the spot, on the moment that you want to consume this recipe. So as this is melting, the butter is melting, you want to be careful with your milk so it doesn't go overboard. So I think now this is melted. It's pretty quick. We're gonna add the flour, one shot, boom. So equal parts of milk to flour. When you put it in, stir, it's gonna become lumpy, and you're gonna be like, what the fuck? And we're gonna be like, what's going on? That's what you want. You want it to become lumpy, and then eventually you stir, it's gonna hold itself. It's gonna be shaped in small balls, and eventually you continue cooking it. It's gonna be it's gonna separate itself from the bottom. Now, since I'm not doing a big quantity, we're gonna do it by hand, but you can easily go with either your KitchenAid or even better, a RoboCoupe. If you have a RoboCoupe, you put that in there and to mix in the eggs. I feel like it gives you a much better result than mixing it by hand. But I mean, you do you. So we're gonna take that off from the fire, turn this off. And here's a little trick. When you do pâte à choux, like for instance, my recipe needs 2 eggs. These are large eggs. Usually when you do recipes, it's with medium-sized eggs, but you know, you judge your own thing. Pâte à choux is something that you're gonna add the eggs slowly and mix it slowly. The thing is, sometimes a recipe, even though it says it needs 2 eggs, I've made it sometimes that it needs 3 eggs, even 4 eggs. And on rare occasion, it needs less than the quantity of eggs suggested. So it's something you're gonna have to eyeball. Beat up those eggs. Not everybody does that step, but I've learned to do that because when you're adding it, you can go and be more precise when you're doing that recipe. There you go. And so now we're gonna take our pâte à choux. I don't know if you can see, put this camera on top. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. Now it's nice. You see how thick it is? This is not what you want. You want a nice, stretchy, silky dough. We add the rest of the eggs. I'm gonna beat it.
One eternity later.
This step, you don't want to do it over the heat because you're just going to cook your eggs. You don't want to do that. But patience. Patience. See how beautiful it is and stretchy? It's almost there. Almost there. So I'm going to put one more egg, but we're not going to put the whole egg. Hence why I prefer beating my eggs instead of putting it whole. I'm gonna beat it and just add a little touch. Little touch at a time. See? Now you can see the stretchiness of this. Beautiful. That's what you want. This is what you're looking for. There you go. We can add a little pinch of salt. Salt and dessert, it's always good, especially with chocolate. You know, it brings out those flavors. So now this is done. We're gonna put our oil on here and we're gonna heat it up until it reaches 350 Fahrenheit. Alexa, what's 350 Fahrenheit in Celsius?
350 degrees Fahrenheit is about 176.7 degrees Celsius.
There you go. For my European friends, 176 degrees Celsius or 350 F. So we're gonna put it. When you heat up oil, I always say be careful when you're doing this. Don't put your oil too high up because as you're heating it up, it expands. Keep that in mind. So my little trusty tonometer, you have multiple types of tonometer, but you choose the one that you want to have, and then you heat up your oil. Now there's multiple choices. This step here, you can put in a piping bag and pipe it on top and, you know, do little balls. Or you take 2 spoons and we're gonna put it in the oil. So we're gonna come back in a few minutes until when this is nice and hot. I'm gonna tidy up and we're gonna do some frying. So now we're ready. The oil is nice and hot. This is nice and streamy and beautiful. So now take your spoon and in the fryer, let's put it. And then you take another spoon and you put it in. It's about 5 to 6 minutes to fry. You're gonna see it's gonna go, it's gonna expand, it's gonna flip itself. You don't have to touch it, you don't have to think about it. Just let it do its thing. Everybody that wants to do that recipe, don't worry about it. The recipe will be in the description below, like all my videos. Little balls of joy, puff up. I think if your oil is between 325 and 350, it's perfect. You don't want to go higher than that because what it's gonna do is gonna cook the exterior shell and it's gonna prevent it from expanding and opening up. You don't want that. You don't want to have it too under either because the dough is just gonna drink up the oil. Always remember, boost your heat when you're doing frying because when you're putting something cold in the hot oil, your oil temperature is gonna drop. So what you want to do is bring up the fire under the oil. So when you put something cold, the heat of your oil stays the same. It's important, especially when you're cooking like this. If you have a home fryer, it's a different story. See how it's cracking? It's doing its thing. It's flipping itself. See, like this one, it just flip itself slowly, and then they're expanding, and getting bigger and getting bigger and then flipping itself. This is such a fun moment to enjoy with your family, your kids, you know, having everybody. The kids would love seeing this puffing up and this moving in the oil. It's like you're in an imaginary place.
Imagination.
It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Look at that. Look. It's opening up. It's like preparing itself to receive that ricotta inside. Speaking of ricotta, I have a nice ricotta here that I bought. You know, choose a brand that you trust, or even the homemade ricotta is beautiful. Maybe in a video soon I will show you how to make your homemade ricotta. But in this, we're gonna add some sugar, some vanilla, and a little touch of heavy cream just to loosen it up. But we're gonna do that after we cook these because I still wanna watch them. And it's gonna give us a time for this to cool off when you're gonna do the ricotta. Now I took out my spoon with perforated spoon. It's gonna be time soon to take these babies out. Towards the end, we can help them a little to cook on the inside. Beautiful. Look at that. Wow. Wow. All right. When I turn off the heat, nice and golden brown. Look at this, beautiful. So we're gonna put this aside. Look at that, so gorgeous, nice and crispy, nice and crunchy. Whoops, nice and airy. We're gonna put it aside. And we're gonna do this ricotta. So, in a bowl, we're gonna put your ricotta cheese, your sugar. So easy, so simple. Vanilla. So, I have vanilla paste, but if you have vanilla extract, you can put it. If you have rose petal extract, you can put it. If you have orange, almonds, any extract you want, any flavor profile you want, just put it in there. I want a nice, vanilla extract, a nice quantity of it. And then you put a little bit of cream. So the cream is just to relax the ricotta. The ricotta cheese is the main character in this recipe. You don't want to do whipped cream and then add a little bit of ricotta just to say and cut costs and whatnot. No, this is the real deal. Please let the ricotta shine. So you could whisk it if you want, but who has the energy? All right, so put it here, nice and smoosh, and then slowly. You're gonna start that slowly. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's add a little bit more. Have it nice and smooth. You kind of want to have a thick whipped cream. A little bit more cream. One last little touch. And that's it. So, This is one of the reasons why we're doing it with the machine also. You want it nice and smooth. You want it nice and silky like this. Beautiful. Look at that. I'm gonna wait 1 more minute until these are nice and cool. And then we're gonna put this inside and we're gonna try it out. And I'll let you know what I think. It is time to have Zeppole. So now you take your beautiful little balls. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Look. Puff it up. And it created that perfect little hole inside. Wow. To have the stuffing in it. You see? It's like Mother Nature, aka Chef with Mother Nature. They created this beautiful, oh my God, look at it, look. So now, if you want, you can put it in a piping bag, or you can go with a spoon and fill it up. And spoon, fill it up. And then close it down. And there you go. Those beautiful desserts. See, it's so delicate. It's so delicate. You need to hush. Say, twist slowly, gently, sexually, and just feel it. Like that. Fill it up. Like so. And close it down. Who doesn't like sweets? Who doesn't like sweets? I mean, it's sugar. And you know, it's messy. And if you have the kids doing this, oh my God, they will be licking their fingers as they're stuffing it and eating half of it before it goes on the table. And then finishing up with some powdered sugar. There we go. And now we have our beautiful Zeppole. And we're gonna put some powdered sugar on top. And voila, a little bit of mine. Beautiful. This is, so everyone, this is the traditional Italian Zeppole. Okay, now it's time to have this. Savor this. Look. This one had my name on it. It's like the most stuffed one. Oh, look. Oh my God. Okay. I know I have the give or take same reaction for every recipe, but come on. This is heavenly. This is there's no word for this. I'll have my guys come and try it out. Everyone, this is Jimmy from Lexim Production. They're the camera crew. Have a go at it. Un petit crunchy, c'est léger.
Really good.
Not too sweet.
Yeah.
So everybody, I invite you to try this and make it at home, share with your friends and family. And bon appetit. See you on the next video. Thank you.